So now we are seeing the 2007 Suzuki DRZ400sm, and it is the one of the most popular supermoto in the world and even in the Myanmar. Because the reason is this bike is so cheap compared to its rivals. So I think everybody wants to know about this bike. So today, let's talk about this bike. This is the DRZ400, not the SM version. So it has the bigger wheels, but smaller brakes, and no inverted forks. So yeah, as I say, this bike is cheap compared to its rivals. And in Myanmar, we can get this bike like a good condition one in about the 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs is like about the $1,600. So this bike is so cheap. But in the Japan auctions, this bike is like about or over 40-50 lakhs, depending on the condition. So this bike is 2007 model. Suzuki produced this bike since 2005. So now it's 2021 and it also has 2021 model. But you may have a question, so what's the difference between 2005 and 2021? What's the difference? What's the upgrades of the Suzuki DRZ400sm? And the answer is nothing. Nothing is changed. It's still carbureted in 2021 since the 2005, and almost everything, the body style, the fuel systems, the engines, the designs, even the headlight designs. Look at this headlights. It's square and boring design since 2005 until now 2021. The side mirrors are also the square ones. So this is, I changed the some modified side mirrors, and so yeah, also the taillights. So taillights, I also upgrade the taillights a bit. The original one is the boring square ones. So this is a Suzuki style, and these drivers, like the Yamaha WR, the Honda CRF, and so even the KTM, the Husqvarna, their headlight designs are so much modernized than this bike. The Suzuki is like they're changing the designs, but it's not the important. The important one is that we have to make the bike cheap and useful as usual. So yes, as you can see, this is the carburetor. So the over 2015 model, some manufacturers changed to the EFI system for the fuel injections, and almost like over 2020, almost everyone's changed to the EFI system, but Suzuki still produce with the carburetor. For the dirt bikes like this one, the carburetor has some good effects over the EFI system. So that's why maybe Suzuki still thinking the carburetor is better. This is a 400cc motor, single cylinder, yeah, because it's dirt bike. So it produces like over 33 horsepower. So it's nice, this bike weight is like 320 pounds. So 320 pounds is, we can call it a lightweight motorcycle. WR250X, and then some Supermoto Japanese, and their weight is also like 300 pounds, but their horsepower is like 20 horsepower. So this bike has more horsepower and the weight is a little bit more than that. So this bike is great. And it also has a 5-speed manual gear. So this bike's seat height is 35 inches. 35 inches is height, you can say height, compared to the other bikes. But for the dirt bikes, it's okay, because it's Supermoto. 35 is low, actually lower than the real dirt bikes. The real dirt bikes are like 37 inches or 38 inches, so it's shorter than those bikes. As you know, I'm not a tall person, so what if I get on this bike? It's okay for me. I'm 5'6" and it's okay for me. I think also the 5 feet 5 inches also okay, I think, but that's the limit lower than 5 feet 5 inches on will have difficulties. And it's lightweight, lightweight is so. I love big bikes, like 600cc, 800cc, 1000cc. I love those bikes, but they're so heavy, that's why I also love these lightweight bikes. So fun to be on the bike. And yeah, so what are the things on the dash? So it's a pretty normal. It's because it's the street legal version. You have the headlights, so you have the headlight buttons, also the turn signal buttons, also the horn buttons, and also the headlights popping buttons. So yeah, it's pretty normal. So Singapore used bikes are so pretty damn cheap. So they, most of the DRZ400sm from the Singapore doesn't have the original OEM dashboard, gauge cluster, whatever. So I installed the some aftermarket gauge cluster, and it doesn't go as the original one. And this is a metal tank, but tank is not that much big, so for the trip and for highway, you may stop frequently than at the gas station than the other bikes. So this DRZ400sm from the Singapore used market also doesn't have the original exhaust. So yeah, this one has a Scorpion aftermarket exhaust, and it's pretty loud. I think it's louder than the original one. So what's the sound? Take a listen. So compared to the normal DRZ400 and DRZ400sm, the most obvious one, it's the Fox. This is the inverted Fox. Normal DRZ400 has normal Fox, and also the smaller wheels, and it also has the bigger brakes. On the off-road, people cannot ride the bikes with a high speed, but in this Supermoto, this bike can do the the high speed things on the normal road and also on the off-road. So they put the bigger brakes for the safety. So that's it. This fork is adjustable, and also the rear forks, both shocks are adjustable. So you can adjust the forks and depending on your body weight and your riding style. So now I think you know about this DRZ400sm. So now it's time to drive it. So okay, driving the DRZ400sm. So yeah, once you get on the bike, you will know this is a pretty lightweight bike. So it's good to handle. It's so good to fun to drive. Like every lightweight motorcycle bikes so fun to drive. Yeah, it has it doesn't have much power than the 4-cylinder like a 600cc 700cc big bike, but they are still fun to drive. Yeah, definitely. And I'm pretty sure this bike can be drive daily because it's a lightweight, it's a fuel efficient, and it's light. You will be okay in the city, on the traffic point, waiting for the traffic point, or even on highway. This you can ride this bike like daily. You can ride the 2% if you mount the luggage rack behind you. This bike will be more practical than you think, and you can also ride on the off-road or like Supermoto style. Yeah, you can ride whatever you want. The ground clearance is also high, so it's nice. Oh, the suspension is, like squishy. Yeah, if a passenger is behind you, if the two-person is on the bike, the seat height will be, lower than the seat height will be definitely lower, like about 5 inches. Yeah, so it's like about 30 inches, if the two-person is on the bike. So, yeah, yeah, you can ride also like that. If you want to accelerate, I suggest use the gear 2. Gear 1 is torquey, but not fast. Gear 1 is like if you want to do the wheelie or some like dirt action, like in muddy situation. Yeah, the gear 1 is nice, but if you want to accelerate, yeah, gear 1 is slow. You have to use gear 2. Yeah, gear 2. This bike is you can say it is a fast bike. Yeah, even though the 33 horsepower, right? So yeah, you can accelerate 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. So yeah, you can say it is fast. On the highway, this bike is also okay. You can cruise with the 100 kilometer per hour. You can cruise. Yeah, the bike is still smooth because if over 100 kilometer per hour, like 110 or 120, it's not smooth. You can feel the engine is bumping. With a higher RPM, the engine is so bumpy because it has only one cylinder. So yeah, with you can cruise is 100 kilometer per hour is okay. If the Suzuki offer the 6th gear, yeah, it will be better. So this bike is the same as in 2005 till 2021. If you want to buy the used one, choose the great condition bike. The model year, it's not so important because almost every model years are the same. So choose the pretty good condition. It's important. So now let's car this bike. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.